and set up some terminals and go through some training. So part of it, we had a break for lunch, and it was overcast and cloudy. It was just, it wasn't quite raining or snowing, but it looked like it could be snowing a little. But it was cold. It was just about freezing temperature. But we had a break in. We came back in for lunch along the sandy coast, and these wasn't completely like beaches because there were some clumps of long grasses, but we were close enough to the coast we could actually see the ocean. And it was one of these gray days, and they brought a portable kitchen out to the site, and I think there were easily 100 to 130 soldiers in training, and for our lunches they gave us these steel trays that were maybe a little over 20 inches wide and 15 inches across for deep, with little segments for the food that could indentations in the rectangular stainless steel plates, so those could quickly be washed and cleaned for meals. And when we lined up and they had the food set up in big containers, I think insulated, either for hot foods, soups and vegetables, and regular foods for salads. So we were going along these lines, and I was in line, quiet, just moving along. When they served the food, they gave us, I think, some meatloaf that day, and about noontime. Again, the sun was not shining; it was just threatening somewhat. And I guess it started to snow lightly, but the snowflakes started to come down. But we got in line and we were served the food. They put the meat, and I think they probably had string beans or something for the green vegetables. But I noticed that they served the mashed potatoes, and they had a big scoop, a dipper scoop, and they dipped down the mashed potatoes, got a big, nice, big, round, soft, hot. You could see that it was hot, and it was put on in the corner pocket on the tray as we moved along, and the soldiers who were the kitchen police started doing the serving were not particularly interested in what they were doing. They were just particularly putting in the time and doing the job. So I noticed that they put the mashed potatoes, slapped it on in the corner, a little indentation, and so these white mashed potatoes that were ready to be eaten, and on top of the mashed potatoes they had a dessert, and for this dessert was a little rectangular square the thing of ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. And you've seen these. But instead of putting it in a vacant indentation on the steel plate, the GI slapped it on top of the scoop of mashed potatoes. So it found it hit that and didn't roll or anything, since it was a rectangular in shape. But I moved it along the line, getting the rest of my lunch, because on top of the mashed potatoes and on top of that was the ice cream. The next thing in line was the gravy, and so the nice, generous serving of gravy was on top of the mashed potatoes, keeping in mind the ice cream was still sitting on top of the mashed potatoes. So that was, I remember that lunch, and even that was many, many years ago, and in the cold weather, I was hungry, so I don't remember how or where I, beyond that, in the training, but I do remember that eating ice cream with my mashed potatoes out in the desert, sandy shores of New Jersey.